Here are the 4 stages of Perilla, Korean or Chinese chive, and spinach pasta. Look at that. This is freshly cooked and blanched. This is just rolled out, so it's really still tender. And then these have been dried a few hours. And I cooked this from these 2 dry ones, and I left this guy because you saw the video. I was chit-chatting on the phone and didn't get to it. All right, my hubby just called and said he's on his way. So I think I'm gonna start prepping my pork stuffed meatballs. If you wanna see the other video, I'm not sure what I'm gonna name it anymore. I always have these amazing names, I think. But for now, let's just call this Korean Perilla chive and spinach pasta. So I'm gonna be making perilla leaf, Chinese chive, and spinach pasta, Korean style. Okay, now I'm blanching all of the perilla, the spinach, and the Chinese leek in some water, unsalted water. And it's just gonna stay in here for a few, like just a tiny little bit. I just want it to become green, and I'm gonna quickly put it into ice water. Okay, after you've drained it, plunge it immediately into icy cold water. Icy cold water. Okay, now once we feel that it's just cooled, we're gonna put it back in the strainer, let all the water strain out, squeeze it, and then we're going to process it. Ah, what a tongue twister right now. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and then I'm going to start getting out my dry ingredients, which is just gonna be bread flour and egg. Okay, it came out to just about half of a cup. Once it's been totally squeezed, just under half of a cup. I've run everything through my little food prep processor. It's just like a little Cuisinart. And I'm going to put it now in my Vitamix with 2 eggs, about a teaspoon or 2 of sesame oil, and salt. So in went 2 eggs, a teaspoon of sea salt, and now to start. I didn't want to over process, so that's why I pre-chopped the mixture. Okay, now I'm gonna drizzle in like a teaspoon of sesame oil, and I'm just going to turn it on to literally just blend, like 1 second. That's it. We're not trying to make mayonnaise or anything like that. So that was perfect. I just wanted to get all that sesame blended in. Now we're gonna take our flour and this mixture to our dough board in the dining room. So I'm using 3, oh, that didn't sound good. Something's happening in the kitchen. All right, I'm using 3 cups of King Arthur organic all-purpose bread flour. Just like I could see this wall is deficient. So just kind of look at it. Inevitably, your wall will fail, and you're gonna have to incorporate everything, but okay. And this is about approximately 1 cup of our Perilla puree. Perilla leaf puree with spinach and Chinese chive. I forgot my fork. Rats. All right, let me go grab it. All right, I'm back. I just found a better tool. Random chopstick. That sesame oil really boosts the flavor of this pasta. Okay, keep going. Keep adding. There's still a lot of moisture in this. So if you were to add more egg for a more like enriched pasta, you would definitely be having to adjust to the moisture in all this green vegetable. I do have my bench scraper here, which I will use eventually. But right now, I'm just trying to slowly incorporate the 3 cups of bread flour. Eventually, I'll use my hands to incorporate it all into a homogeneous bowl, and then rest. Then I'm gonna get going on my pork, which may be a separate video from this because this is an important process just in and of itself, because you could use it for so many things. So I wanted to show this process. All right, I think I'm ready for my bench scraper. And I also have this last little bit of ingredient I want to get out. So what I'm going to do is stick some of this dough in here. Okay, I just got a piece of dough and put it in there. Now I'm going to start bringing in flour. This is a very moist dough. I'm definitely going to use every bit of this flour. Keep going. Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit off camera, but just picture I'm gonna be doing the same exact thing. You can open it up. To try to like grab some more of the dryness. And then keep kneading. All right, I'll show you when it kind of comes together. So I ended up adding 2 tablespoons of water, so it's gonna be six teaspoons. Okay. Now I'm gonna keep working it. I can feel. So it was just 1 cup, which was 2 eggs, the less than half of a cup of the sesame leaf, and the spinach. Just trying to feel with my hands. I could feel the moisture because I don't want to then go off camera after I need this and tell you you needed more. So that mixture was right. It just needed an additional 2 tablespoons. So 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. So either 6 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons of liquid. That's gonna do it. That's gonna be the amount, but it also depends on your flour. So don't add more than you need to, because one, we're gonna rest this. This is gonna homogenize more, and also we're gonna have to put it through the pasta machine, and it has to be the right consistency. So just for starters, I would start with that basic formula, depending on the age of your flour, the humidity in your area, what time of the year you're making this, all those things. So that's perfect. It's not supposed to be too wet or pliable. It will eventually, you know, release. Right now we just started working in all the gluten and everything. So, all right, let me just get this into something that looks like something you want to make, and then I will finish on with the instructions. So I slightly dampened my my hands with just a little tiny bit of water. Just literally, if you run your hands underwater and shake it off, and then whatever little moisture is left, just to finish bringing this into a ball, making sure there's no super dry spots. That's it. I wouldn't even add that to the amount, the 2 tablespoons, because it's really a nominal amount of water, and it just helps bring this dough into a nice finished cohesive ball. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. I don't know until when. I'll see. I'll check the time, and I don't know what the time is now, but I'm gonna start on my pork. But I will show you when I take out my pasta machine and we start rolling this out. Perilla, Chinese chive, and spinach pasta, Korean style. Okay, so here are the 5 pieces, approximately evenly distributed, and then now it's time to get rolling. My light looks like it changed. It's because I had a fun, look, this looks like a cactus, like a nopal. That's what we call cactus. This would be cool for Halloween. But anyway, this is my pasta. I have run it through. This has been drying a while. I kept this one while I was chitty-chatting on the phone. And here's my pasta machine. See if I could get it to work with one hand, which I doubt, but we shall try. Let's see. I think I can mostly get it once it's in the feeder. Uh-oh. Ooh, never say never. Okay, hold on. This is a great color. It smells amazing. Okay. The longer it sits, the more, shoot. Well, you get the idea. So on my pasta machine, what I did was I had those 5 pieces. I rolled them out, like long ways. I don't like changing the directionality of my thing. All right, so I rolled them out long ways by hand so that they could fit into my pasta machine. So the widest level on my machine is 8, and I took it all the way down to 2. But I don't think it's gonna feed. All right, hold on, let me try to do it. Okay, I'm on 2 now. Ah, oh shoot. Okay, hold up. See how thin it is now? And then it's long and thin. So let's see if I could do it with a wet hand. Probably not. I guess you don't have to see it necessarily because your machine will vary. This is a very vintage machine. Most of you guys are probably going to be using your KitchenAid. Kind of did it. I really just want to show you putting it through the cutter attachment part. All right, so on my machine I have another, this one would cut thinner noodle. This is gonna cut like a fettuccine size nude. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Look at how long it is now. Okay, look, it's that long, all the way over, and all the way in front of my noodle board. All right, I'm gonna just put it into the feeder, which is gonna be in here. All right, if it will feed, I won't have to turn the camera off. Let's see. Oh man. All right, let me just feed it in there. Okay, let's see if I can get this angle. I think I should invest in like one of those anti-skid things. Shoot, I can't do it. All right, anyway, it comes out cut that way. Shoot, why is this happening? Oh gosh, I guess I did something weird. All right, hold on. Doesn't want to be filmed. Oh, hold on. Let's see if we could see it from here. How pretty is that? It smells so good, I'll tell you. All right. Okay, so after it's all cut, just bring it over here. I have a little potato starch. You don't want to put too much. I already have water boiling. I'm not going to put this one in yet because it's not as dry as I wanted. These have been drying out. So let's boil some pasta because I think my husband's going to be getting home soon. And I still have to fry some cheese stuffed pork meatballs. So that's going to be delish. But I want to show you the final product if you want to make this wonderful recipe. Perilla leaf, Korean chive, very similar to Chinese chive, and a little spinach. Smell. I put a tiny little bit of sesame in here. It smells wonderful. Okay, let me think. How much is my husband gonna eat? I'm gonna say 1 bunch. 1 bunch? because he still has the meatballs and the kimchi sauce. All right, maybe I'll just make 2 bunches and then see where that leaves us. Here's my nemesis, steamy water. All right, I'm putting 2 bunches. I'm gonna set my timer for about 3 minutes. Okay, about 3 minutes later, I couldn't even film the process, it's so quick. I had to just take it out. I don't even have the right tool to mix it. All right, I'm gonna put it into cold ice water to set the color. And the texture. I'm gonna set this aside now. I don't want it to get waterlogged in this ice water either. I just want to make sure that it stops cooking and that it's ready for the next process. Okay, they're drained, they're nice and cool, and I'm just going to drizzle a tiny little bit of sesame oil to reinforce a bit of the sesame that we lost during the cooking process, because I did add sesame into my dough mixture. Look at how gorgeous these are. You guys are so beautiful. Okay, and I think I might salt them just a tiny little bit. You don't have to. So at this point, they're ready for, I'm gonna be making some, well, I've made some kimchi Alfredo. You can turn this into a cold salad. We can do lots of things with this basic recipe, a lasagna, you name it. But for now, I think this is it. I'm just gonna do one last picture so you can see the dry and the wet, and then that's it. You should make this pasta. Perilla, spinach, and Korean chive. Is this a cool camera trick? All right, I need a life immediately. All right, that's it. You could certainly, if you were doing this as a cold salad, you could, at this point would be a good time to add a little vinegar and or sesame seeds, but I don't need to do that. Or do I? Dun, dun, dun. No, I don't. Do I? No. Well, why not? I'm just gonna add a drop or 2. Literally of vinegar. I'm not gonna add the sesame seed because I'm gonna be putting this into a kimchi Alfredo. So, but if I was gonna be doing it cold, I certainly would. I just got that. It's never a bad time to give it a last tiny little drop of acidity, even though the kimchi does have some, my kimchi Alfredo, but not too much. All right, that's it.